Hello Brinnington, welcome to a special VE Day episode of Cooking Up a Storm. Today's delightful recipe is a wartime tea loaf. It is rich, moist and delicious. It is perfect served warm with a cup of tea, or why not serve it cold, cut into slices with a thin layer of best butter. Whichever way you want to eat it, you'll be in for a treat. I'm Wendy, and my very capable assistant Mark will be doing the baking for you today.
What-ho!
Really?
Oh, rather.
If you must.
Bang on!
I'm so sorry, you just can't get the stuff. For this recipe, you'll need 400 millilitres of hot, strong tea, 500 grams of dried mixed fruit, 200 grams of soft brown sugar. You could use light or dark. Dark gives you a more rich, treacly flavour. 250 grams of self-raising flour, 1 egg beaten, and half a teaspoon of mixed spice. The night before baking, you will need to make 400 millilitres of hot strong tea. You need to slice and add your mixed fruit. Give it a stir and then cover and leave on the side overnight. This will ensure that all the fruit will become plump and juicy.
Mate.
In a large mixing bowl, place the beaten egg, mixed spice and sugar and stir together.
That's easy for you to say, old girl, but some of us are actually having to do the work.
That's quite enough of the old girl. I'm younger than you. Next you need to add the soaked fruit and any leftover tea. Mix well and gradually add the flour. Once everything is combined, you need to carefully add the mixture to your baking tin. Place in a medium shelf in your oven and bake for around 1.5 hours.
And don't forget, this mixing can be bally hard work. So put your back into it. Give it a good stir like you're paddling the Ballyhun. Get all that mixture in. Oh, go on, put your back into it, man. That's the ticket. And there you have it. It's glutinous, but it's not too runny. It's just right for pouring out. And that's the next step.
When you are ready to bake, you will need to set your oven to 175 degrees Celsius or gas mark 4. Grease and line a 2-pound loaf tin or an 8-inch round deep-sided cake tin.
Now, if you don't have cake tins, do what I do. Simple aluminium takeout trays, exactly the same shape, exactly the same build. Fill those up, put them in the oven. You've got to do the best of what you can. Don't you know there's a lockdown on? The mix you've just made should fill 2 small tins. Look at it this way. It's one for yourself and one for the family. Make sure that fills out. Tasty. Then into the oven they go. Time's up, so let's get these lighters out and see how they've cooked. It's like Squiffy's cockpit. Looks good. Now let's give it a try. We don't have one of those fancy skewers, so let's try an old-fashioned knife. Oh, maybe a few minutes. So, let's try that again and see if we can get it right the second time. Oh, we've got burnt offerings now. So, let's give it one more try. Oh! Oh, that's almost clean. That's fantastic. In fact, I'd go as far as to say, wizard prang! What ho!
Why do I bother?
Taking a bit of a chance here. She's fresh out of the oven, still a bit warm. Just cut her in the middle. Let's see what we've got inside. Oh. Oh, rather. I think that's rather spiffing, don't you?
Are you really going to eat that?
Well, yeah.
Well, I suppose you've earned it.
There you go.
Happy now?
And besides, I got a terrible sore throat from doing that stupid Biggles voice all night.